Modern civilization believes it has moved beyond ancient philosophy. Technology advances. Data multiplies. Machines calculate faster than any human mind. Yet one question remains unresolved. What is consciousness? Neuroscience can map the brain. It can track neural activity. It can correlate thoughts with electrical signals. But correlation is not explanation. No scan has ever found awareness itself. No equation has located the observer. Science can describe what happens in the brain when experience occurs. It cannot explain why experience exists at all. This is where Shankara quietly returns. Advaita does not treat consciousness as a byproduct of matter. It treats matter as an appearance within consciousness. This is not mysticism. It is a logical reversal. Everything you know about the world is known through awareness. Without awareness, data has no meaning. Measurement has no observer. Reality has no reference point. Shankara pointed this out centuries ago. You cannot prove consciousness using objects, because objects are known only through consciousness. The observer cannot be reduced to the observed. This single insight creates tension with materialism. If consciousness is fundamental, then the universe is not purely mechanical. If awareness is irreducible, then human beings are not accidental byproducts. This is why Advaita unsettles modern thought. It does not deny science. It exposes its limits. In quantum physics, the observer problem still remains unresolved. Measurement affects outcome. Observation collapses probability. Scientists debate interpretation. But the mystery persists. Advaita predicted this discomfort long ago. It does not claim consciousness causes particles to move. It claims that without consciousness, the concept of particles is meaningless. The world exists. But it exists as experience. This does not weaken reality. It explains it. In psychology, the same pattern appears. Suffering increases not because life is harder, but because identity is misunderstood. People confuse roles with self. Thoughts with truth. Emotions with permanence. Shankara identified this precisely. Suffering arises when the temporary is mistaken for the permanent. When the changing is mistaken for the self. Advaita is not withdrawal from the world. It is freedom within it. Act fully. Engage completely. But do not confuse action with identity. This is why his philosophy remains relevant. In an age of anxiety, it explains fear. In an age of identity conflict, it explains self. In an age of technological power, it explains limits. Shankara did not give answers to believe in. He gave a method of seeing. Inquiry. Discrimination. Direct understanding. That is why Advaita does not convert. It clarifies. It does not demand faith. It demands attention. And that is uncomfortable. Because once you see clearly, you cannot unsee. This is why Adi Shankracarya still matters. Not as a religious figure. Not as a historical relic. But as a thinker who identified a problem humanity still has not solved. Who are you, before thought arises? Until that question is resolved, progress will remain incomplete. In the final episode, we step back and ask why his legacy survived while empires collapsed, and why Sanatan Dharma, despite centuries of disruption, still carries a coherent philosophical core. Not by accident. By design.